Hey friends, Shay here. So I am here to talk about my February reading plans with you today. I don't really have super strict TBRs, but I do have some goals that I'm trying to accomplish in the year of 2022. So this TBR is mostly kind of like the guidepost for that, but I am allowed to mood read within that realm. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive right in. First things first, the Manga Love Readathon is back. If you missed the announcement, I will leave that linked in the corner. This will be happening February 11th through the 14th. I do have some ambitious ideas for this readathon, so I'm going to tell you kind of my current plans. They may change depending on if I can get some of these read before the readathon. I don't know, but these are the ones like tippy top of my list. So first up, I finally need to get around to reading Can't Stop Cursing You. I was kindly gifted this at Christmas. I believe it was by Marg. Yes, by Marg. And so I really want to read this. I really loved Volume 1, really looking forward to Volume 2. So even if this one isn't read for the readathon, it will be read in February because I just want to read it. And then I only have 2 more series that I'm going to kind of focus on during the readathon. So the first one is I have all of Amazing Agent Luna, so I would love to finish this one up. I did a try-through of the first 3 volumes of this one. I'll leave that linked in the corner if you're interested in my thoughts on it. But yes, I liked it enough at least to continue it. This 10 and 11 omnibus is the final omnibus, so I really want to read this to its entirety so I can decide whether I want to keep the series or whether I want to let it go. Another series that I likewise have the rest of and I want to finish to decide whether I'm going to keep it or not is My Love Story. I recently picked this up during the Christmas season. Base Senpai was selling his selection of the series off, and so I ended up buying this from him. I have volumes 6 through 13 to read, so that's basic. This is my primary plan for the Manga Love Readathon, is this and Amazing Agent Luna, because I would love to finish up 2 series to talk to you guys about and to decide whether I'm going to keep them or not. I'm very swiftly running out of space behind me, as you can see with things the way they are. And so I will be doing a massive cull of my collection here shortly. So expect that video coming soon. I have a book that I've started. I don't think I'll finish it by the end of the month, but that is The Gathering Storm by Robert Jordan. I'm about a third, maybe, of the way through, and I'm madly loving this. This is book 12 in the Wheel of Time series. My goal is to finish the series this year. This is the third to last, so there's only 2 more after I finish this one. This one has been moving a lot quicker, and the pace of it is a lot nicer for me than the previous books have been, though I did really enjoy Knife of Dreams, the previous book. But yes, I'm very much looking forward to finishing off this series this year, and I do think that this is going to be something I can easily achieve kind of within the first quarter of the year, depending on how things go. If I continue to really enjoy it and can't stand where this leaves off, I might go ahead and pick up Towers of Midnight, which is the 13th book in the series. I don't know. We'll see. A lot could happen between now and then. I have 2 book clubs and a readathon that I'm a host for. So obviously we'll be reading the next chunk for the Haikyuu read along. We're doing a volume a week. You can easily catch up to us. This is all available through the Shonen Jump app. We will be doing the first live show in February. I'm in the midst of scheduling that as I film this, so that should be ready to go. And as soon as I have a date and a time, I will leave that linked down below. Tell It Again is the retelling inspired book club that I run with April over at April Sarah. And this month we're going to be reading 6 Crimson Cranes. Very, very excited about that one. And then Thursday, we are going to be picking up Birds of Shangri-La for the month of February. We felt like it was time for a queer title after doing Yakuza Lover. And so we are very, very, very excited for that. So Thursday, the live show will have happened by the time you see this video, so I will leave it linked in the corner. And then I do want to read 1 translated work a month and then 1 light novel a month, because I'm not counting like my light novels. I'm broadening that to Danmei as well, for those who are curious. So like even though like Danmei and light novels are translated, I'm not counting them as my translated novels, because I'm counting those as like novels. even though Danbei and light novels are like a traditional novel, but they read a little bit different, so I'm treating them as different entities. If that bothers you, I'm sorry. But my translated novel for the month is going to be my first Haruki Murakami, and that's going to be Norwegian Wood. This one's a little less intimidating than some of the others, and so I wanted to go ahead and start here with Murakami. If that's a huge, ginormous mistake, please tell me. I do have some others that I could pick up instead, like I do have Kafka on the Shore, things like that, but I think this one will be a little easier to step my toe into Murakami. My light novel / Danmei for the month is going to be The Scum Villain's Self-Saving System. This is volume 1, obviously, and this one I'm going to be buddy reading with Dylan over at Dynamic Dylan. We were going to read this in January, but life got away from us, so that didn't happen. My battery's dying. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, had to swap battery. This is why you have 2 batteries when you have a new camera. So anyways, as I was saying, The Scum Villain's Self-Saving System, Dylan and I were going to buddy read this in January. Life got away from us. I ended up reading Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation instead, so I will have thoughts on that soon. And we will also be joined by Izzy over at Happy For Now for this buddy read. So we are very, very excited to all read this together and enjoy the conversation that will be had, because I have loved the other 2 that I've read, and so I'm very excited to read this one. So let's go over the arcs that I have for the month of February real quick. First up, we have Houston. We have a Problema. This just looks like a really cute rom-com kind of style. Definitely has that Spanish influence to it. I'm not sure of the country of origin on this, so I'm not going to specify one. But yes, very much looking forward to this one. It looks really cute. Then I have The Inn on Mirror Lake. I believe this one is my next Debbie Mason in the Highland Falls series, if my memory serves correct. And again, very, very, very excited for that one. I also have Say You'll Be My Lady, which is a new historical fiction that I haven't gotten around to reading yet. And then I have The Good Girl's Guide to Rakes by Eva Lee. I've really loved everything I've read by Eva Lee. I'm not sure how you say it. So I'm very excited to read the next installment for her. And then the last one is Hook, Line, and Sinker by Tessa Bailey. Now, some of you are probably saying, but Shayla, you haven't read It Happened One Summer. Well, I will also be reading It Happened One Summer in the month of February, because I want to read this before I read the next one, because that just makes logistical sense to my brain. So that's what's going to happen. But from what I remember, this one is greatly inspired by Schitt's Creek, which I have not watched. I know, don't at me in the comments, please. So I'm very much looking forward to getting the perspective on this. What I believe is rich, spoiled heiress sent to somewhere more rural, runs into a guy named Brendan, who's a bearded sea captain, and things happen from there. So I don't know the whole story. I don't want to. I'm going in relatively blind. I do like Tessa Bailey quite a bit, so I'm trusting her on this one. And then the other thing happening in February is FaRoFeb, which is Fantasy Romance February. And for that, I know I at least want to pick up The Dance of the Fae Prince. Dance with the Fae Prince, sorry. I loved A Deal with the Elf King, which is the previous book in this series. I picked up this copy and I just have not gotten around to reading it yet. So I know that I want to pick this one up during FaRoFeb. I'm not sure what else I'll pick up, but I know this one for sure. So with that said, from here, I'm going to insert the little clip of my journal. You guys really loved when I did that in my January reading plans. So I will insert that and I will be back. Okay, friends. So here is my handy dandy journal and let's flip it open to February. So to start off with, over here, I've got this cute little quote that says, "You pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope. I have loved none but you." From Persuasion by Jane Austen. Got the little hearts down in the corner and just the little dash borders. Same over here with February, but with a bunch of little tiny hearts. Not my favorite writing of February, but it works. And then we kept things pretty simple again, just my basic reading plans, which you just watched. And then this worked really well for me to have my work schedule and then my what I've read. And that's all I've done so far because I am filming this in advance. I will do another page like that, and then I'll probably do a spread right here for the Manga Love Readathon, but I'll probably do that weekend, and I will be vlogging that weekend, so you can check it out then. So there is my simple journal check-in. See you in the next clip. Okay, friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I would love it if you'd subscribe, click the bell, do all the YouTube things if you haven't already. And if you're here just because you love me, leave me your favorite heart emoji to match my shirt, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head?